Okay, so last where we left off was delivering to the corner bookstore. We've updated everything, including all the way up to the inventory worksheet. So this is where we last left off, where Super A Market decides to submit an order. Okay? So this is what they want from us. They want 75 pounds of regular coffee and 55 pounds of Supreme coffee, along with 85 coffee mugs, and they right, everything looks good. We're gonna deliver to them on June 27th, and here's something you need to know. Super A Market sends a check number 884 for $460.18 for advance payment for this order. So in this case, we received an advance payment for this order. So what does that mean to us? Right? We haven't delivered them yet because we're not scheduled to deliver to them until the 27th of June. So they sent us money in advance for this order. So what is that considered? A customer gave me an advance payment.
Prepaid account?
Okay, so it's not a prepaid account because that's when we give advance payments. Okay? If someone paid you in advance for services you haven't complete yet, what is the customer entitled to? What does this advance payment become?
Liability.
It becomes a liability. Excellent, right? We owe them services, right? Because they paid us money in advance for services we haven't even completed yet. That means we owe them service. So let's take a look at my chart of accounts if it's a liability. Let's see. Okay. Obviously, it's not accounts payable, right? Because that's when we owe people money. Visa payables when we owe a credit card. Notes payables when we make payment plans. Payroll, of course, has nothing to do with payroll. Okay. Utilities, obviously, it doesn't do with utilities. What about this unearned revenue? Right? It's not sales tax, it's not interest, and it's not a loan. So it looks like I only have one option, and that is this unearned revenue. Right? In this case, it's directly in its title, right? You haven't earned the revenue yet, right? So that's why it's called unearned revenue. You owe, it's a liability that you owe services because you haven't completed them yet. You haven't earned the revenue yet. So in this case, that's exactly what we're going to use. We're going to use 26,000 unearned revenue, okay? Now, what do I do with this check I received? Where's it going to go?
Checking.
Good. Straightforward checking account. Okay, and this is the unearned revenue. Okay, and they gave us $460.18. Okay, so let's go ahead and put all our information in. Okay, because we received a check from Super A Market. Okay, And this is for the sales order number 107. So we need to create a sales order. And they put a down payment. Okay. Looks like okay, so $460.18 is 50%. So advance payment 50%. And they gave us check number 884. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and record that we received money. Okay, but we're not going to deposit it yet. We'll wait till the end of the day to deposit it. So this is from Super A Market. Okay. They gave us a check for $460.18. Okay. All right. So let's go back to our journal here, because now we need to plug in all of this into a sales order. So in this case, I have to go to my subsidiary ledger to go to my sales orders. Okay. This is sales order number 107. Date is the 24th. Who purchased from us? Super A Market. Okay. What did they order from us? They ordered all of those items here, except they purchased how many regular pounds of regular coffee? 75. Supreme coffee, 55. The coffee mugs, 85. Okay. So in this case, 75, 55, and 85. And one delivery charge. Okay. So that should come out to be $920.35, which is exactly correct on the invoice itself. Okay. There you go. $920.35. Okay. So obviously, let's wait till we get closer to the date, and we will go ahead and make a note on this. Okay. So then let's see what happened. Still on Monday, the June 24th. Here, we're going to submit 2 purchase orders here. Purchase order number set 170313. We're going to order more coffee. And then 314 is going to be the ceramic coffee mugs. Okay, but this time we're ordering 100. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull up our purchase orders. Okay, and let's see. We got 313 right here. Okay. Today's the 24th. We are purchasing from Atlas Coffee. Right? What are the items I'm going to purchase? Again, regular coffee and supreme coffee. Okay. But the pounds, let me see, how much is it per pound? So in this case, $1.38. And then this one's $1.60. Okay. So that should give me my grand totals here. That means I should be expecting this bill to equal $372.50. Okay, so that's for that purchase order. We also ordered from All Things Ceramics. Okay, what did we order? Straightforward, coffee mugs. Okay, how many? 100. At what price? I think we'll see $2.50. So that should equal $2.50. So that's what we're looking forward to. 100 coffee mugs for $250. Okay. So now we have our daily sales, and this time no discount because the grand opening week is over, right? We're starting on Monday, June 24th, so that means there's no more grand opening sales. Okay, so now we get to actually collect the money without discounting it. So let's see. That means I have all of these collected amount of sales. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see. I definitely have space for the sales section in my journal here, but I don't have enough space for the cost of goods sold. Okay. I'm going to copy this section here. Only difference is there's no sales discount. Okay. So checking is here. So that means I should drop it right here. See? Perfect. It fits perfectly in here. Just the sales. Okay. And of course, I'm going to be collecting all the money. Oh no, hold on. Okay. Okay, so starting from the sales, medium regular coffee. Okay. I sold 251 cups for a grand total of $499.49. I sold the large regular coffee, 182 cups at $544.18. Supreme medium coffees, I got 252 cups at $627.48. I sold the large Supreme cups 199 for $694.51, and I sold 10 coffee mugs for $69.90, and I charged tax of $200.93, giving me a grand total of $2,636.49 worth of cash. So 2636.49. So in this case, no typos here because I matched my sales with my scenario here. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be depositing all the cash into my checking account. So going to deposits, I have 3 deposits now. I have right? The check from Katie, I received because she made a payment on for her order. I also have a check from Super A Market, and I just received my sales for $2,636.49. Okay, and I'm going to deposit all of it as of today, June 24th, which is deposit number 9. And this is going to be a grand total of $3,196.21. Okay. I just deposited $3,196.21. Okay. So that means I should be updating my ledgers now. Okay. Starting with our checking account because that's the most important. Did I do the unearned revenue? I don't think I did. Okay, let's go back and do the unearned revenue real quick. So we did the sales order for this, right? We got the checking. Okay, so no, I did not do the unearned revenue. Okay, so advanced payment. So I increased my checking account by $460.18. Right? Let me do one at a time first, and then we'll go ahead and go through it. So I'm still under, even though I deposited that $400 check. So 185151. Okay. I have an unearned revenue. So unearned revenue. Here it is. Unearned revenue. You could say advanced payment on sales order number 107 for the $460.80. 18 cents. Okay. All right, so I now need to go to my subsidiary ledger. Since I already put my sales order in, right, I need to also update my customer because now I need to reflect how does that affect my customer. Okay, so right now he owes me $498.80. Okay, I need to make sure that that balance doesn't change because in this case, he gave me an advance payment for an order. Okay, so that's what you're going to make a note here is this is an advanced payment on order. Okay, and he gave me check number 884. Okay, and this is sales order number 107. Okay, because we haven't issued the invoice yet, so there is no invoice yet. Okay, right, and advance payment on order. Okay, so again, we haven't established terms yet. All we know is that they made a payment to me. Now, watch this. If I go ahead and just put that they made a payment for the 460 and 18 cents, right? And I drag this formula all the way down, right? It's going to say that they made a payment and it's going to go towards the first invoice, which isn't true, right? they don't owe me $38. They're going to owe me another $460.18. So how do I put this in the system to make it reflect that this is correct? Well, that means I have to insert an actual sales. That means on the sales order, this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that the sales order that they put in, this is the amount that they owe me. Okay, they owe me $460.18, and they made the payment right here. This is the advance payment. So then that shows as 0. And then it still shows that they still owe me for the previous invoice of 103. So this is the correct way to do it, because then when you actually put in the sales, right, then you're going to use the advance payment column to go ahead and you apply that down payment to the invoice. Okay, so very similar to using prepaid accounts, right? We acknowledge that the sales order or the purchase order, right, has the amount on there that we paid in advance. Okay, and then when we receive the bill, in this case when we issue out the invoice, that's where we're going to use the advance payment column and apply it to the full invoice amount to show the true amount that the invoice is actually how much they actually owe left remaining on the invoice. So that is very important that you do this. Okay. So now that I finished this one, right, now we can go back to the next one, which is the sales. So in this case, I still have to go ahead and go through my journal. Okay. So I finished my advanced payment here. So now I have to go through all of the sales. So starting with checking. Okay. I just had in-store sales. Okay. Which increased my checking account by $26.36.49. Okay. So that makes me finally back into the positive for $784.98. Okay. I also now need to make a update all of my sales, because I end up selling my coffee cups. So I need to record all of my sales. So starting with medium regular coffee. Okay, here we go. Medium regular coffee. How many cups did I sell? $251. For $499.49. Okay, which should give me a grand total of $22.86.51. Okay. We got the large regular. How many cups did I sell? I sold 182. For a grand total of $544.18. which gave me an account balance of $2,894.32. Okay. Then for the medium supreme coffee, how many cups did we sell? I think we sold 252. For a grand total of $627.48. Okay. Which gives us $2,910.81. Okay. Last here for the coffee cups, right? How many cups of coffee did I sell for the large supreme coffees? I sold a total of 199. Which gave me a grand total of $694.51. 69451. And that should give me a grand total of $3,280.60. Okay. Then let's see. I also have to update my ceramic coffee mugs because I sold 10 of them. Which was a total of $69.90, which should give me a grand total cost of $895.47. Okay. And of course, last but not least, I need to also update my sales tax. Right? We have to remember we need to collect them sales tax for the government. Which we charge 293 cents. So that should give me a grand total of $821.19 that we've collected so far for the government. Okay. I also need to copy this because we also need to update my inventory, right? Right, we already made the deposit. We already update our ledger account. So now we need to update the inventory account. So now we're on the new page 15. There's no way you can add a transaction there, so no line is necessary there. So let's see how much coffee we used for this sales. Okay. We used 39.5 pounds of regular coffee and 41.5 pounds of Supreme coffee. So regular, 39.5, Supreme, 41.5. Okay. So let's go ahead and plug this into our inventory worksheet. 39.5 for regular. Okay. Right now, the average cost per item is $1.63,268, which Excel has automatically calculated for me to be a total of $64.49. Okay, $64.49. Okay, so let's update my inventory. So 162.5 minus 39.5 gives me a total of 123 pounds. Okay. 265.31 minus a 64.49 should give you 282 cents. So again, the average cost per item still has not changed. So that's good. Okay, so at least we know that we sold $64.49. Okay. Supreme coffee. Let's see, how many pounds did I use? We used 41.5. So 41.5. So let's take a look at my inventory. Okay. Perfect. I got 62 that I can use for that 41.5 pounds. Okay, so that means it's going to cost me $1.84 for this batch of inventory that I used. Okay. So in this case, I need to calculate 41.5 pounds at $1.84, and that should give me 76.36. 76.36. Okay. So I need to now update my inventory because I just used 41.5 pounds from my 62 here. So 62 minus 41.5 gives me 20.5 pounds left. Okay. At 37.72, let's make sure that's correct. So 114.08 minus 76.36. Okay, should give you 37.72. Okay, so good, that's correct. All right, so that means remaining left is 145.5 pounds at $270.22. Okay, 270.22. So we end up using 76.36 worth of Supreme coffee and 64.49 for the regular coffee. Okay, so now let's update our ledgers accordingly. Okay. Starting with the cost of goods sold. Okay, we used 39.5 pounds. Oh, we're on the 15 now, which cost me $64.49. Okay. Racking up a total of $608.93. We also end up using 41.5 pounds. for a total of $76.36, which gave us a grand total ending balance of $645.78. So, of course, we need to update our inventory. We end up using 39.5 pounds for $64.49, which should bring my account balance down to 282 cents, which does indeed match my inventory worksheet. Okay. We end up using £41.5. Okay. Which we end up using 76.36, right? That's how much it cost me. So my value should have dropped, my account balance should have dropped to $270.22, which, yes, that's true. Okay. All right, so we deposited the money. We updated our sales, right? We also updated our inventory. Okay, so now we can finally move on to the next day. Okay. So now it is Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday, June 25th. We need to now pay Hallie Bros invoice number 351 for the brewer and grinder. So here is a reminder of what that invoice looked like. Okay? So in this case, right, this is where we made a down payment, right? We made a down payment on our on the coffee brewer and the coffee grinder. So now we're going to make a payment for the $2,634.15 because that's what the bill tells me that I owe. Okay? So I'm going to make a payment. Obviously, I'm going to be writing a check. So how do I go ahead and journalize this transaction?
Payment.
Payment, how do we make a payment?
Write a check.
We're writing a check, but what else? How do I make a payment? If I received a bill already saying that I owe this much amount, how do I pay that off?
Prepaid accounts?
Not prepaid accounts.
Invoice?
We don't have an invoice account. So in this case, right, if I received a bill, right, I received the coffee brewer and the coffee grinder, right? But I didn't pay for them yet.
It's not miscellaneous, is it?
No. That's an asset. So no, in this case, right, we received a bill, but we also received the coffee brewer and the coffee grinder. However, we didn't pay for the full amount for the coffee brewer and coffee grinder, right? But we received a bill, and we chose to not pay now. We chose to pay later. So what account did we associate with that?
Accounts payable.
Accounts payable, right? We're making a payment for what we owe. So in this case, that's what we're going to do. We're going to reduce it. Okay? Now, okay? So let's take a look. Okay? Let's take a look at my subsidiary ledger for this. Okay? So let's see. What are they? Right here. Hallie Bros, right? Okay, so Hallie Bros, right? We received the bill on June 10 with the coffee brewer and coffee grinder, and we applied the invoice. So that means we are subject to pay either on the 25th or the 10th of July. Today is the 25th. So what happens when we paid on the 25th?
We did the down payment.
What do you mean?
Oh, they did the down payment.
Oh, yeah, we already did the down payment, yes.
We wait until the 10th.
The 10th of July, but today is the 25th. We're paying today.
We have to do the net.
Well, in this case, right, we're paying on the 25th. What does that mean to us if we got terms?
We do the 1% off.
We're going to do the 1% off because this time, right, we paid within the discount due date, meaning we get to take advantage of that 1% discount off of the coffee brewer and the coffee grinder because we are paying on the 25th. Okay? So in this case, right, that's why I had the bill up because now we need to actually calculate how much that 1% is going to be. Okay? So in this case, right, the total here is $2,634.15, right? But we have to put back that down payment because we're looking at the grand total amount that was actually original before applying that down payment. So now we're at $3,806.02. However, can we be able to discount the $3,806.02? No.
Yeah.
No, we can't. Why?
Oh, because we already paid it.
No. But what is this price including?
Oh, tax.
Yeah, you can't discount tax. So that means we need to look at the $3,515.95. So we could take 1% of this $3,515.95. So in this case, right? Let's do it in the journal. Okay? So what is 1% of 3,515.95? What is 1% of 3,515.95?
$35.16.
Okay, 35.16, right? Now in this case, right? How am I going to split this discount between the coffee brewer and coffee grinder? Because in this case, right? The discount is not in one overall general account. I have to discount, because that's what a discount does, right? I'm discounting the entire invoice. In this case, what's included in my invoice? The coffee brewer and coffee grinder. So if I got a total of $35.16 worth of discount, how do I actually apply it to each and every single item? Right? I would have to manually calculate what each percentage is, right? I can't just split it in half because let's take a look. My coffee brewer is $2,000 and my coffee grinder was $1,000, right? How can you split tax in half? You can't, right? It's prorated, right? Or I'm sorry, discount. It's prorated, right? So in this case, it's going to be based on how much each of the items cost, right? So in this case, 2266, and then we have 1249.95. Okay? And we need to calculate the 1% discount for each one. So in this case, I got $22.66 and I have $22.50, right? And that equals your 35.16. Okay, so $22.66 plus $12.50, right? Because you got 4,999. So in this case, that's how much I need to discount. So if I'm going to be discounting these items, right, personally from the brewer and the grinder, right, what accounts am I going to take this directly out from? Right?
Checking.
Well, checking is what we're going to pay. But in this case, right, I discounted those items, right? In my ledger, I associated that each one was full price, right? This is part of the cost of the asset because this is the actual price that I paid for the coffee brewer and the coffee grinder. I didn't pay the full $2,266, right? I paid less. So in this case, I have to take it out from my coffee brewer account because I took a discount off of those items and the coffee grinder account, right? And then whatever that discount amount is, that is what I'm going to be paying out of my checking account. Okay? So I got to take a look here. Where is my items? So here you go. Okay, why am I not using purchase discount? In this case, this isn't inventory, right? I'm not taking a discount off of me buying my inventory, right? The purchase expense account is strictly only used for inventory. It's not used for anything else. So this isn't considered a purchase discount, right? So in this case, let's see. Let's take a look. Where is my items? Okay, so my coffee brewer is account number 15010, and then my coffee grinder is 15020. Okay, so in this case, we already know that the grand total amount that I owe is $2,634.15. And from here, from my calculations, right, we know we're going to discount my coffee brewer for $22.66. And I'm going to discount my coffee grinder by $12.50. So in this case, how much is my grand total amount that I owe that I'm going to actually pay? Okay? Well, if this is how much I owe and I have to discount these two items here for the $35.16, right? You could do the math here, right? I'm going to be making a payment for $2,598.99. So $25.98.99 is what I am going to pay. And I'm going to be cutting a check. Okay, so here I am, check register. It's the 25th, and I'm paying $25.98.99. And who I'm making the payment to? Haley Bros. Okay, for what? Payment for brewer slash grinder. Okay, so there you go. $2,698.99 is my total amount for check number 1525. Okay, and I have all the information that I need, right? I have who I wrote to, Hallie Bros. Okay, what invoice number is this, right? Invoice number 351. Okay, I received 1% discount. Okay, and I did a check number 1525. Okay, so now let's go ahead and update my ledger. Now you could have also figured these numbers out in your sub ledger as well, but that's okay. We're able to do on either form. So let's go ahead and take a look here. So I reduced my accounts payable. Right, I reduced it by 2,634.15. 2,634.15. Right? So that should have dropped my accounts payable down to $5,738.05. Okay. I also took a discount off of each of my coffee brewer and coffee grinder. So in this case, here you go. It's the 25th. Okay. Received 1% discount on coffee brewer number 2, right? Not my first coffee brewer, but coffee brewer number 2. Okay. We received a discount for $22.66, which decreased my account to $4,505.29. Okay. I also need to put that note in here in my coffee grinder as well, saying received 1% discount. Okay. Which I discounted for $12.50. Okay. Which should decrease your account by 41, 45, 57. Okay. And last but not least, I wrote a check out once again. Okay. Check number 1525 for a total of $2,598.99, which once again puts me into the negative once again for $1,814.01. So no, 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 boy, no, okay? Okay? So all the monies that we're putting in for sales, they are disappearing, and once again, it put us back into the negative. Okay? And of course, that is it here. So we need to plug this into my subsidiary ledger because this time I can put in all the information I need. So 15. Okay. So in this case, I need to go ahead and make up my note here. Receive 1% discount on brewer, okay, for $22.66 plus the grinder for $12.50. Okay. Payment check number 1525. Okay. And this was invoice number 351, the only one that we have. Okay. So in this case, right, no advance payments, obviously. Okay. Right now we owe 2634.15, right? Exactly what we said. But in this case, right, we had a discount, right? We got a discount. The discount was the $22.66 plus the $12.50, which we already acknowledged to be $35.16. And we just wrote a check for $25.98.99, which gives me a negative $2,634.15, which brings my account balance with Haley Bros to be 0. Okay? And that's exactly what I want to see in the subsidiary ledger is when I put in these numbers in here and the calculations that I put, the formulas that I put, at the end of the day, they all need to make sense. in this case, right, I applied the discount and I applied the check that I wrote out for the remaining amount, which gave me a negative amount, which gave me in a result overall that I owe Haley Brothers nothing. Okay, it is 0 on their account. So in this case, that is it. I am completely done with this section here. Okay. Okay, so let's see what is next. We end up receiving a check number 801 from the corner bookstore for $53.89 for invoice number 102. Okay? So we end up receiving money. So we received a payment for invoice number 102. Okay? So because we end up receiving money, right? What does that tell me? That means I'm going to be adding that to my checking account, right? But in this case, right, it's a payment on an invoice. That means a customer is paying for what they owe me. So in this case, what do they owe me? They owe me on an accounts receivable. Okay? So let's go ahead and double check and verify, right? Because we received a check for $53.89 for invoice number 102. Okay? So let's go ahead and double check that in my subsidiary ledger. This is the corner bookstore. So invoice number 102. Now, as we can see here, we got an invoice number 102 and an invoice 105. So that means we just issued them out another invoice. So that means they currently owe me $247.99 in grand total. But let's separate this, okay? So invoice number 102, right? We charged them a total of $63.87 because they made a down payment of 50%. And that means they have to pay within 5 days. So in this case, the due date is indeed June 25th, which is today. But in this case, right, they end up making a refund, right? Or they issued a refund, or they requested for a refund because we cracked their mugs and we issued them a $9.98 refund. So in this case, their new bill is for $53.89. Okay, which is exactly what they sent us, $53.89. Okay, so that means, all right, they did pay for invoice number 102 for the exact amount of $53.89. So I'm going to go, I have all the information I need, right? Who did we receive a payment from? The corner bookstore. What did they do? They paid for invoice number 102, right? Using their check number 801. Okay? And of course, this one, we didn't issue any any extra discounts or anything. We said that was 50% and it's going to be due in 5 days. So they're paying for this amount right here. Okay. And of course, I need to deposit that check, okay, for the corner bookstore. Okay, for check number this for $53.89. Okay. So now that I have my journal complete, I now need to update my ledgers because I have a reduced accounts receivable amount. So let's see. Starting with our checking account, we need to update that we received a check. Check number 801. So I should do this. Receive payment. Okay, check number 801. Okay. For $53.89. So there you go. Barely budged our account. Okay, right. We're still in the negative. Okay. And then we also need to say that we are reducing our accounts receivable. Okay, so receive payment invoice number 102, check number 801. Okay, and we're going to reduce it by $53.89 because that was the check amount that we're reducing this to. So that should leave me with now $1514.38. Okay, not much of a budge in the account, but we received the payment. Okay. And of course, you also have to update this so you have the correct amount reflecting to how much they actually truly owe you. So in this case, it's the 25th. Received payment. Check number 801 for invoice number 102. Okay, which in this case, all you have to do is just go to the receive payments for $53.89. And that means the corner bookstore currently owes me $194.10, which is correct because that was the most recent invoice that we just issued to the corner bookstore yesterday on the 24th of June. So there you go, for $194.10. So this is how much they truly owe me now, okay, after receiving their check. Okay. And then it looks like I'm going to issue some more purchase orders. Okay, so some more coffees and some more ceramic coffee mugs. Okay. So let's go to our purchase orders here. Okay, so another purchase order of the coffee and the coffee mugs. So again, here we are, the 15. So in this case, once again, we got Atlas coffee first. Okay, and what we want from Atlas coffee is to purchase the regular and supreme coffee. Okay, 125 pounds. But this time, the cost per item here for the regular coffee is $1.40, and then the supreme coffee is $1.64. Okay. Giving me a grand total of $380. Okay. Order number 316. Okay, we're going to request from All Things Ceramics. We're going to be purchasing coffee mugs. How many? We're going to order 100 again. Okay. For a total price of $2.51. So that means this one is going to be for $251. Okay. Okay. And then let's see. Albert submits another order for Great Restaurant. Okay, Great Restaurant wants 78 pounds of regular coffee and supreme coffee. All right, and 75 pounds of the supreme coffee. So in this case, maybe we received the sales order first, so that's why we went ahead and made those purchase orders just in case the other purchase order isn't enough. Okay. So in this case, that's exactly what we need to do because we still got to also cover Super A market as well. So in this case, this is perfect in case we don't have enough for both Super A market and Great Restaurant. Okay. So they want 78 pounds of regular coffee and 75 pounds of regular coffee or supreme coffee. No coffee mugs. We're gonna charge them a $30 delivery fee for a total $585.87. So let's plug that into our sales order. Okay. So they are sales order number 108. Okay. It's the 25th. Who is going to be ordering from us? We said Great Restaurant. So let's see. Here you go, Great Restaurant. Okay, so we can take a look at Great Restaurant's order over here, right? They want exactly regular coffee, supreme coffee, and just that's it. Okay. So I'm going to copy their order and paste it here. Okay. But the only difference is, let's see, how much regular coffee are they actually buying? 78 pounds. Okay. And they're buying 75 pounds of the supreme coffee. Okay. Okay, so in this case, we're going to get a grand total of $585.87. Is that correct? Yeah, 58587 is what we're going to be issuing them. Okay. And let's stop here for today. Okay, so when we come back, we're going to complete the daily sales, okay, tomorrow. All right, so save all your work, okay, and again, we will come back to this on tomorrow, okay? All right. If you have any other extra questions, you guys are